Good morning, people. Today we will be looking at research proposals, a very useful topic that we will definitely use in the future. Importantly, we need to know what is a research proposal. At the most basic sense, it is when someone proposes to do a research. No shit, Sherlock. Now, a more accurate definition of what a research proposal is: a research proposal is a document written by a researcher that provides a detailed description of the proposed program, like an outline of the entire research. A process that gives a reader a summary of the information discussed in a project. Now, what can be some advantages of a research proposal? It allows you to much easier convince others or yourself about why you should support this research and to get funding to do said research. Example, I am trying to make a research about how durable this phone is. Now, to be able to find out how durable it is, we will need to destroy it. And that costs money. We will need sponsors. Now, there are two main types of research proposals: internal and external. There are two main forms of internal research proposal: academic and non-academic. Academic is basically the research that we do here. It is going to give us grades, and grades are going to get us to college, and college is going to get us to job, and job is going to get us money. We love money, so we need an academic research proposal. Now, for non-academic research proposals, there is no degree requirement to be submitted. So this is basically like things, I want to make a research about this phone. This is not an assignment for a exam or something. It is just because I need to find out how good this phone is. Now, for external research proposals, there are again two main forms: solicited and unsolicited. Basically, the difference between them is solicited is someone asked for you to do the research, and unsolicited is for you just kind of are like, here's a research. In the most basic way of explaining it, so like, a company that I'm working for is like, we need to find out how effective our fertilizer is. Make a research. And then unsolicited is like, hello company, here's my research on how shit our fertilizers are. Now that we know the types and forms of a research proposal, here are the components of a research proposal. The title. Well, do we really need to explain what a title is? Some of the main things that need to be known about the title is they need to be precise and accurate, unambiguous, and avoid extremely long titles. Wait, what the does ambiguous mean? I need to search this up. Meaning. If you describe something as ambiguous, you mean that it is unclear, confusing, because it can be understood in a more than one way. Wait, huh? Then you just kind of doubled what you just said. No, wait, huh? So you just said to be precise and accurate, and then you're basically saying in a different way to be precise and accurate. Fair enough, I guess. Now, for the second component of the research proposal is the introduction. The introduction is to orient the reader towards the topic, so they know what they're reading about. Then we need to know what we're reading about, and so we know that we're not wasting our time. It explains the importance and the relevance of the topic. The relevance and the importance of this topic is that I get grades. Justifies the choice of the topic. Again, for grades, research questions, and hypothesis. Hypothesis. Now, for the third component of the research, the statement of the problem. The problem statement describes the context of the research study, and it will identify the general analysis approach. It should indicate why the research needs to be done and what will be its relevance. We need to convey to the researchers that we need Wi-Fi in school to study very well. Now, for the fourth component of a research proposal, the literature review, or RRL. It shares with the reader the result of other studies that are closely related to the study being reported. It prevents duplications of work that has been done before. So you cannot just copy what the other group did and pay them a little bit of money. Now for the fifth component of the research proposal, the hypothesis. The hypothesis. The hypothesis, basically, the building case to support the hypothesis with literature and data. No reviewing the wheel. Seeing is believing. Use a schematic figure or diagram to help reviewer understand your model and idea. State your hypothesis clearly in the abstract and specific aims. Now for the sixth component of our research proposal, the objective of the study. The general objective of a study states what researcher expects to achieve by the study in general terms. What to achieve, basically. So, now basically, I am doing this study to achieve a lots of money. Now for the seventh component of a research proposal, the work plan. It includes major phases of the project. It also estimates when you will start each stage of the work. So I'm going to do this next week, I'm going to do this next month, next year. I am going to forget about this research. It should also show it in sequential order. So we're not going to go next month, next week, next year. Never going to hear about this study again. Now quite frankly, I have forgotten which number this one is. So here is the methodology. Now, according to Google, the methodology refers to the overarching strategy and rationale of your research project. It involves studying the methods used in your field and theories or principles behind them in order to develop approach that matches your objectives. Now, methodology can be subjective with the use of interviews, questionnaires, discussions, surveys. It can also be objective with experimental, use of measuring tools, and use of recording devices like a camera or an audio recorder that I'm recording audio on right now. Now, another component of the research proposal is the research design. This is going to show how one is going to collect the certain data. This can be a descriptive case study, mixed methods. This can also be quantitative and a qualitative method. There is also population and sampling. This indicates your sampling technique, the size of your sample, the size of your population, and how you are going to prevent bias. Now, for the final component of the research proposal, the references. These list all the references cited in the proposal. If you don't list all of them, you might be in trouble with your teacher. And you will be lots of problem with your teacher if you don't list all of them. Now here are some of the common errors in making a research proposal. Now, too much details on minor issues, but not enough on major issues. Yeah, you need to make sure that you're focusing on your major, not your Now, you can also have too many citation lapses and incorrect references. There's also sloppy writing, which can be grammatical errors, can be the use of ChatGPT or DeepSeek. It is also common to fail the basic assumptions that are relevant to your study. Sometimes you're so deep down in some of the intricate details that you forget that other people are reading it and they don't know what that is. So they're like, what are you talking about, my friend? You don't want your people who are reading this research proposal to be like, what the fuck is he talking about? If you shh, my mom is texting me. Yes, my spawn point. Good morning. Yes, this is 12:07 right now. Now, if you found this video helpful, I suggest you buy my coffee. If you didn't find this video helpful, I suggest you buy my coffee because it gives me lots of money and it gives you a lot of satisfaction when you drink the coffee because it is not that expensive, yet it is also very tasty. Thank you. Goodbye, everyone. Have a nice day.